Are back, and I was playing as okay. Let's stream it. If anyone was interested to watch our stream, they are more than welcome to do. And everything seems fine from my side. Okay. So we had a very artificial relationship start with Andrija. Just there was a text line, but it's fine. And I don't know what we are doing right now. We are looking for someone. I think it's about that Tramorph beast we found somewhere.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets and their kin. The hell you just say to me? I gotta...
Andy, sit down. You. Don't appreciate some stray wandering into my bar, harassing my patrons. Even the ones I should have cut off 2 drinks ago. Now spit out what you want, or march.
Doc Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
Hey, enough. And you, let's talk. Not every day a stray topsider wanders into my bar claiming they know people. What do you want with Dr. Walker? What? Someone give him the keys to a battle cruiser? Look, you can make up whatever crazy story you want, but you should forget about Percival. Stop. Even if I did know where he was, I'm not telling some stray I don't know from a... Huh. Maybe there is something you can do. Percival's got this debt put on him by the Trade Authority. You make that go away, prove you're a friend of him and the rest of us devils, and... well, I'm always inclined to help a friend. Well, most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Crossing the Trade Authority could be perilous. There are real stakes here.
And I look forward to hearing the good news.
Hey, you. Maybe a bounty hunter? Come here.
What's up?
Heard you talking with Lou. So you're going to help Dr. Walker? Oh, good, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any... B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his Trade Authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the Trade Authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle. Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop.
Oh, I know what comes next.
But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the Trade Authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero, then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore. Great, great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Sure, easy.
Only employees of Deimos Staryard's mining division are authorized to mine resources in and around Sidonia. It is your civic duty to report any unauthorized mining to Sidonia security.
With that killing. Where is this? This is not as. Oh, 900. I think we can. Someone told me if.
What does your scanner reveal?
We scan there. Yeah. No, we cannot go shoot walk. It's funny how they walk and run. Sound like a baby compared to that. Oh my god, this is. Oh. What the fudge? Huh? So close to a city, how they have problem?
Here we go! Give me a sec. Come then. Meet your death.
Oh my god, this is... Good. I'm for you.
You're done! I cannot
There you go.
Let's take it! Like this. Not worth dying over. Time. I will have your head.
Do they even try? The temperature is unreasonably low here. We should not stay low.
Is it?
Remain alert. Best to assume we have not.
Another. I should put this as... Oh, I don't have the rounds. Okay.
Seen the last of these spacers.
Guys. Oh my god, stop it. Dude. Don't do it. This guy is a problem.
Are you prepared to die? Too easy. Can't win.
Okay. Dude, stop it.
Nobody's gonna miss you.
Okay. Can go down probably from here. How many people are here?
Miners' quarters ahead, perhaps? Filled with more spacers, no doubt.
You're not taking me out!
What's that?
Take this! More fire on 'em!
Some useless stuff. Is there anything that we can do here? Thank you. No, I don't do that. Safe. Think there's anything useful here? I don't see anything. Because use stuff. Let's fucking go. I hate these guys.
Getting ducks out there! Move!
What we shoot down? I've already find some artifact down here. Okay. What's next? What is next? Do you have anything useful here? Level 3. I can see you.
Do they have anything of value?
How much we should go? Okay, we grabbed lots of stuff. That's very big. That's a big loot.
Hello? Oh, took care of the spacers, huh? Good. Now to finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, Thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
What was that? Optional. You need to collect some of Aqua's homemade sample. Let's go up or down. This Aqua's hematite sample. Okay, this is.
I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but there are practical limits, no?
So is the plan now? Is deposit مثلا in the treasure.
Password accepted. Initiating the process. Collect your documentation.
All set? Good. You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the thresher room. If the space will let me go with it, I'll be waiting.
Okay. Share the data to Cambridge. Did we forgot something? How much inventory we have? New items. What? These guys have not much value. These are shit. Get rid of some of them. to have this one. Maybe some days. Why it shows there? Isn't it there? I don't know what it shows here. Let's see where we should go. Let me see. Okay, it seems that's just a visual bug. The first time I hear him. I think we can get rid of the stuff. Uh Forget about this. Which ones are? These are the resources are heavy. Okay. How we can go there?
Captain Neo, hello. I am satisfied to see.
Settle down. This is much better than mine.
That you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
I need to wear a pack. Ooh, is this up?
Used to think I was Vanguard material.
I need like hundreds of fuel.
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people.
You've got the slate. Let me see. Reduce joint wear? Oh, increase lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make O'Biner way more efficient. This formula's gotta be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, you know, all that business crap. And that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that? You can try if you feel confident, but I didn't want to push our luck. Besides, if that drug gets big, I think everyone benefits. So, you think you can sell them on it? Oh, this is gonna be great.
That's
And
interesting.
here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever want to try maximizing your own industrial output. Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
Save it.
Keeper Aquilus delivered what was by all accounts
Careful near the railings on the upper levels.
Was there something else?
Before doing that, let's just go to skills, social, persuasion, diplomacy. Okay.
Was there something else? I'm never one to turn away an opportunity, but I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
Aqueous hematite, iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before.
And exactly what does this new drug of yours do? An interesting proposal, if your data pans out. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers. Or so I've heard. Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on. We could contract out all the actual lab work, bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials, the licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. This mine, reopened, thanks to the Martian Trade Authority. Very interesting indeed. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
This is a promising find, certainly. I can see us granting a generous finder's fee in exchange for handing it over. Was that it?
Dr. Walker's debt. Consider it cleared. Well, it would seem we have a deal then. Here, your finder's fee. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
That was it? Okay. 2000 for that? I could have paid it myself.
Yeah? Did you now? Final? My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devils. Place was sealed up. Was also going to warn you about spaces down there. Yeah, the passkey.
Okay. Just walking from a door to door. Oh my god. It goes to... Okay, we can fast travel. Was not ready for another long walk. Is this exactly where we are? We're here. I think we came to... here then. Says I should go down. Lucy, I can find myself in the old Red Devil's headquarters. Gave me a key that will allow me to get through the deep mines to reach it. Not sure where it is. It says there. don't know where should we go. Let's search it.
Dusty's take to make. Exploring these mining operations has given me a new appreciation for the risks Dusty's take to make a living.
It said it was there, I didn't just see it. Go one more time. What's that? See the door. This is anything. What's going on here? Nothing? Was this all a waste of the time? This boosty.
Must be the one who got me out of the red with the Trade Authority. Can't say I don't appreciate it. I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts? Adrian sent you. Did she look okay? Sounds like Adrian.
What? You can reattach a finger, Percy.
So what exactly did she have you bring me? Adrian said that, huh? If she made you come all the way for this... Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything.
Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh,
Is it
and Lou
Batman?
mentioned how you took care of the dead. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days. All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all on a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved. No, that's the problem. This looks about as genuine as they come. This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian. And for good reason. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack. But the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tal Ceti. This specimen, it grew there. Faster than any terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity.
The chances for survival, let alone maintaining any kind of functioning society, would be slim indeed.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now?
My plan?
The circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Why the load is so long? Okay.
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level.
That's so beautiful.
That really hurt. Hadrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say,
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
Your place?
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down.
I take it?
Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble. That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on two conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us. It can be a daunting experience. Which is why I wanted to make sure, before you agreed to anything, we gave you the whole truth. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done. Well, it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic... But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go get this workup into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
10,000? It's not bad, not good.
Between the hours of 0600 and...
Do you have a favorite restaurant here? Mine is currently Whetstone, but it changes.
Whetstone.
Captain! Over here! The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians.
Wrap it up.
Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come. I'm getting there. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned. My areas of expertise are pretty specific, but messed up family? You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to Or if you've got any... No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out. Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet
Uh-huh.
chambers.
Captain, can I help you?
Spacesuit. Show that for the I am. My what's up, dude?
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report.
Captain Nia.
You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information. Well, I'll be sure your commanding officer hears that you've done them satisfactorily. Now then, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you.
Okay.
Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. to demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask, how many deaths the cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Whatever risks exist, they are outweighed by this imminent threat. I agree.
No,
the request should be granted.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to...
What's that? It's like Mass Effect.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
What's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs?
Take a picture if you don't mind.
Just as predicted.
Just a picture. Just a picture before storm.
Good God. There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanners somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
This is nice.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Anything here to stall? That, ah.
What the hell is going on?
They're not letting us leave. This is bad, isn't it?
You! The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
What's going on?
Stop! We're trying to help you! Please! I can't stop!
That's it. Now hit him with everything you've got.
Me.
Is it this one? What are you doing?
It's my head! Get it out! Get it out!
Who is this? Oh, it's all right.
I'm so... Stop.
Is it?
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started... We tried to restrain them, but some of the other officers down there... We couldn't restrain them fast enough.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this. It affects everyone differently, but some... You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this me... Let's do it.
That's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Let's fucking go. Okay. So let's first go to weapons. I think we need to add this. Maybe 5.
Oh!
Okay.
Need a moment to walk that off?
What?
I heard something.
God, no time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move!
An evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Is this where we can? Remember this part. Oh, this is here.
Just stand there. Good.
This is what we have? What other weapon we have? Wait, maybe this works on this.
Cowards.
It works on that. That's my life. Let's see what we can do. Health is fine.
Experts? We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Oh my god. Sorry, what does he have? Baby, where are you, baby? Hello?
Let's get this over with. Stop! Captain! You're going to be okay. It's not real. Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real. We have to put down that floor.
have any grenade?
Oh God! Here they come!
Oh my god, this is not working on this. Dude, stop it. Get some help.
Good one. I can handle this.
I think I favored it by 5, but 5 doesn't work for me.
Lost. You're never gonna win. They always win. They got me.
Stop.
Surrounded. All around. No way out.
Dude.
I can take you.
Please. Please help.
Dude, die. Thank you. Let's go to the aid. We need to get some. Yes, wow. Yeah.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us. We're not afraid, but we'll stay here and hold the line if that's what you want. You're the experts. Roger that. We're on you.
Someone wants to take us on? Bring it.
This weapon doesn't work. Okay, I'm glad now no one done anything to my baby. Where are you, baby? Come here. Come to daddy. Everything become alright. Hello, hello. Who's my baby? Oh, that's my fiance.
Hello, excellent to see you.
wrapped up. We should go tell the sergeant what happened.
The rest of the city is safe, thanks to us. You deserve whatever accolades you have coming.
Okay.
Thank the heavens you're back in one piece. Though I guess our people weren't so lucky.
The few protecting the many.
And it would have been plenty more if it hadn't been for the two of you. The city owes you both a debt after this.
We were just in the right place at the right time.
Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
President. Let's go see the President. I don't have any Vanguard clothes. Do I? I don't think so. These two are the only one that I have. Yeah, but that's good for seeing the President. Is he dead yet?
Am I going to be alright?
That is all.
Let's check to see if he is dead.
It moves so fast.
What's up, dude?
Thank you, gentlemen. Let your
the
people all
president.
know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am. The
Captain?
next time Terramorphs rear their
Hadrian,
ugly heads,
it would
UC is
appear
gonna
that the
be
Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank
Doesn't
you,
move
ma'am.
right now.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Okay.
The Cabinet wants progress, and wants it quickly. You're already far more familiar with... There's also no diplomat alive that can claim they helped keep a cadre of Terramorphs off the embassy doorsteps. The Cabinet was unanimous. We do. In exchange. So, will you help us?
Sure.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that.
There are so many different groups across the settled systems, it's hard to keep up with all the work they're doing.
Addie?
These orders. Was it really terrormorphs? In the city?
Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need.
Okay.
And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
It was a mutual agreement, but I suppose you touch on the spirit of it. So, you also know then that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
I couldn't agree more. Both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador
Harry
Balmore of
Potter?
House Varun? Ah, the good Ambassador Radcliffe.
There's no man in the...
She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
It sounds as though I will enjoy this.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Said like you've done this before.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Okay.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, So there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
The Zealots do not represent House Varun. I am sure there are many within their society who value the same things we do.
Of course. But there is another wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Balmore is actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Armistice?
It would at least be a speedier negotiation. But I, of course, hope the ambassador is alive and well. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you.
Good. Right now? Take my picture, dude. What's that?
I have been thinking about us as a couple? I am not sure of the terminology. Our relationship, let us say. It is, and I am thankful for you every day. You and I, we come from such different backgrounds. I cannot really know all that you have been through, and you are not House Varun. I am not suggesting otherwise. This does not work if I am not honest, if I will not speak plainly what is on my mind. As much as I love you, and I do, I cannot help but wonder what the future holds for us.
Haven't even kissed me
given
yet.
all that I know to be true. I would very much like to believe that, and yet, when the Great Serpent returns, I know I will be by his side as one of the promised. But you are not like me. You are not House Varun. Your fate, as much as it pains me, is sealed. I have tried to not worry myself over it, but I cannot stop thinking about it. What future can we have if that is the inevitable end?
This house thing.
I pray regularly that that is the case, but I cannot believe it will come to pass. I have never expected you to share my beliefs. You cannot possibly And I will not fault you for that. I do want to be with you, but there are moments I find myself grieving for you
What is she
already,
talking about?
knowing that you will be lost. How can I possibly move past this? Never one to pass up a chance at a joke, are you? I just hate to think of anything coming between us, whether now or
Let's
in the
kill
future.
this serpent. Who is that?
You are right. I need to focus on what is in front of me now. Not something I have no control over. Thank you for talking me through this. It only serves to remind me how much... Really? You continue to surprise and amaze me. I am at a loss for words. Of course, yes. Yes, I want that too.
Yes, because of...
My culture deals with this so differently than I have seen in the rest of the settled systems. I need some time to consider what would be an appropriate, equivalent gesture. But do not mistake that for hesitation. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Use a grandmother voice for...
And I will not let you go for a moment.
You sell this mod, I see. The name of the mod was Beautiful. I don't know, it was like something like that. I think that would help to tolerate her. Oh, another good day. Our
By the
people
way,
back.
Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Sergeant Yumi. Okay, let's go there. Let's fucking go.
I cannot help but notice that the Colony War Memorial is in direct line of sight of this.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby.
I wonder how many times one side or the other has threatened to close this embassy down over the years.
All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Do
Everyone's
you have
a
an
little on
appointment?
edge after the attack.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
What's this writing?
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go? You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One, to convince me. Understood. I'm listening.
Hard.
I think we can work something out. It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. Possibly. I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility.
I'm
Well,
happy about the
Captain,
negotiations.
you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once. You get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight.
Sure.
Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
Sure.
Excellent. Follow me.
Shit. Esther. Clean, yeah. Where are we going?
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
Some stuff here. But yeah, there's nothing that's worth. Let's take a look to see what we have here. It's beautiful. Yeah, no. Just let's go. Let's check the other one. Oh, that's there. That was easy. Right skill.
Aquilus has helped me through some tough times.
Is the correct way? Seems it is not. The way. Okay. This is nice. Save it here. And this girl, we don't know if he's still alive or not.
It is so strange that now, for all reasons, is my first time inside this place.
I made a mistake. Yeah.
It's been a very long time since
What the? What the?
the spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
Hey, stop it. It's not up. This shouldn't be hard. That's the one. This can be. This can be. No, that's not the way. Ya da dedi. Who the fuck is shooting me? Oh my, maybe this door. Down now? He came from there. Yeah.
Now you'll bleed. Got you.
Winner takes all is the phrase, is it not?
Okay.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Fuck. These crazy people.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly? Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you... and your friend here.
You need not maintain a facade, Kasric. He knows who I am. Who I actually am.
Quite the breach in protocol, Andreja. Something I look forward to discussing further. Once we've established why it is you to have come waltzing through my door uninvited. Now, the broadcast earlier spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this so clearly? The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy, with little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is.
Some are.
It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
You have my word as well, and you know that you can trust me.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
Grab this stuff.
Let's hope it still
Save it before. I don't think it was.
works.
Not everything in the galaxy needs to come with us, you know.
There. Let it be used for good.
What was going on here? What the fuck was going on? Life. Here. Continue. I'm cheated. did. Let's grab it. Not much else. He has no one to help him? Or they all dead? There we go. Oh, we're heavy again. Don't want this.
I asked my boss what they're doing. It's not
That was quite it.
Okay.
What response? I'm told by top officials the captain already.
Okay.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually see... So the old man was still lurking around in there. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archive. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the code. Here, the UC code piece, absolute best behavior down there.
Okay. I think this is a good place to stop. What do you think? Oh, this is not nice. Want to continue or should we finish it here? Oh, it's too late. But okay, let's finish this part. Oh, it's far away.
Keeping
Okay.
these guys safe out there?
We can wait here. Oh, today I played lots of Starfield. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If that's the case, please consider following this channel. That helps immensely. But that should be it for tonight. It's too late, guys. Take care, guys. Have a great time. Have a great day. Have a great night. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye, guys.